gonna turn it up and then I'm gonna take it.
Welcome to the Turn It Up podcast, sister. This is your go-to playlist for turning down your inner critic and all of the outside noise and turning up your self-confidence. Look, I'm Daniela Rose. I'm your host and hype woman, and I'm on a personal mission to live in a world where every single woman and girl looks in the mirror and love who she sees. So I'm here to bring you weekly playlists with actionable tips and inspiring stories from powerhouse women to help you live the life that you love in a body that you truly appreciate. So if you're ready to laugh, learn, and totally let go of what's holding you back and get real about unleashing the powerhouse, confident version of you that's already inside of you, then go ahead and turn it up. Let's go. I hope you're ready to laugh, get awkward, and feel like you're just sitting with two of your best friends having the most random conversations, having no idea where the conversation was going to go, because that's exactly what happened when I was hanging out with my best friend and I said, hey, homegirl, do you want to just hit record and let's just record a podcast? So this is off the cuff. We had no idea what we were going to talk about, but it ends up her sharing some really, really good tips and strategies to help adults and also kids, because she is the guru when it comes to child development and self-care, and it's just the most incredible human. So I hope that you enjoyed this conversation. I just wanted to let you know, because the sound quality is not the greatest, but as we always say, we don't have to be perfect to take action. And instead of letting this incredible conversation that was so fun, that made me laugh and brought me so much joy, I don't want to just let this sit on my computer and say, well, it's not good enough quality to put out into the world. So I'm putting it out. I hope that it serves you. I hope it brings you some joy to your day. I hope that you will grab a snack and just completely enjoy this conversation. And if you do, we would love to hear from you. Oh, and by the way, on future episodes, I always say that I'm going to share, my turn up things that I'm reading, what I'm listening to, my favorite songs, my books, my quotes, all the things at the end of the podcast. And I've decided, after hearing from some of you, that you're searching for these things and trying to figure them out and you're hitting pause, trying to do all that. I'm not doing that. I send a Turn Up Tuesday email newsletter every single Tuesday with those things in it. So if you want my favorite tips, tools, strategies, messages, stories to help you turn up even more in your life with links to all of the things that I suggest and love, then sign up for my Turn Up Tuesday email. I will share it with you here. All right, let's jump into this episode. Okay, are you ready? Can we actually record a podcast?
I don't know. Can we?
Okay, we'll get it together. We are officially recording.
Okay.
I'm
still not together. I've really been working on that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, welcome, Turn Up Squad. We're back with another episode, and we're here joined with my best friend. So you're in for a special treat of, we don't even know yet what we're going to turn up, if we're being honest. We've been talking about lots of things, and we can't settle on an official theme of the day.
No.
We're just going to talk.
No, but the theme is on brand for us.
Having no theme?
Yeah, we have 7 different conversations at a time. Literally every app that we can have a conversation, there is something being said.
Listen, it's not even the apps. When we're in person, we literally will go from talking about Cheez-Its to then we talk about ChatGPT, and then we turn around and talk about our dogs, and then we talk about dating, and then literally within 5 minutes, we talk about 7 different things.
It's open tabs.
As if I don't have enough open tabs.
It's just how my brain works, and I think it's rubbed off on you.
Okay, it could be that,
but I think that's just a little seasoning added to your life.
Add to my life.
Yeah,
that's
helped.
That's the best friend.
Yeah,
sprinkle.
Yeah.
Okay, what did I sprinkle into your life?
You made me a better human. I wasn't always nice.
Look at us getting emotional. I made you a better human.
You did.
So that's the turn. Maybe that's the turn up, is how to find a friend that makes you a better friend. And then one that makes you open up 70 million different tabs.
Yeah, and I remind you to smile.
And let's be clear here. As women, we do not have to smile.
No, but we also, I'll leave that in my brain. We have to smile sometimes.
Well, yes.
We both have
I enjoy smiling.
We have really strong resting faces.
Yes.
They are very strong.
If I don't smile, I look like I'm mad.
All the time.
And I am never mad. And I shouldn't say never. I mean, I get mad. But
but that's the thing. It's like if we don't smile, people automatically will assume that like we hate the world.
Yes.
Just because of how our faces look.
So
like,
literally
that's not fair.
every 10, within a 10-minute cycle in my brain,
You tell yourself to smile?
it like pops up to the top of the to-do list. Now smile.
I love that for you. Anyways, so yeah, we're excited to be here on the podcast today. So Devin,
Mm-hmm.
let's just be honest with our friends here, okay?
Oh.
Really? Okay, so like let's say the goal of this podcast today is that you just get a sneak peek behind the scenes of like friendship, and we hope that you laugh and just, you know, I think life is rough for a lot of people. You know, like life is lifing sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well, like a lot of times.
Life's every day. Life gives no breaks.
It gives no
And 0 F's.
There's no dance break in the life.
It's not like, here, let's have a little fun.
Yeah, it like life is always turning up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and not the ways that we're trying to turn up on this podcast, but just like turning up.
Yeah, no, the moments where it's just steady and like calm, those are the scariest moments sometimes in life, because you're like, what's happening next?
When is it coming back? No, but I do think like so many people are feeling like the life is lifing. So I hope that sometimes like it's great to learn and it's great to get motivated and it's great to have all those things, which is obviously what we do with like our Pretty Powerful Girl program.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that's the goal, is like we want to help girls and women like truly love who they are and like step into their power and be confident, all of those things. And like, but I also think that there's also a time where you just need a break from even the motivational stuff, and you just need to be like, girlfriend, we just need to have a real life conversation to just let loose, talk about random stuff like our Cheez-Its and ChatGPT, and just laugh and just
have eat snacks
and have
sit on the couch and just be.
Why are you telling what we're doing right now? That's the reason why I said Cheez-Its.
Filled with snacks right now. We just killed a box.
I know, that's literally.
They're
I keep saying Cheez-Its because it's still staring at me. And
I think there's like 6 crackers left.
I know, and I feel bad. Like why we left them behind.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't feel bad for eating them, but yeah,
No.
leaving them behind in the box.
Yeah, I feel bad for the ones that are left. Like, so I feel like they're screaming at me right now.
You want to split them? We can
totally. Well, yeah, because like they're screaming at me right now. But we are just chilling on the couch and having this conversation. And I just gotta share because I feel sometimes, you know, I'm getting older. I'm not old by any means. I still feel like I'm 21 sometimes. But like you sometimes, like you're 8 years younger than me, but you allow me to feel cool still.
Thanks.
Because I'm ahead of you in a lot of the technology stuff.
You are way ahead of me.
And it makes me feel so good. Y'all, I was just sharing with her that about ChatGPT. If you haven't used ChatGPT or any, like...
So scared.
It doesn't... Why are you scared? It doesn't make sense. Scared of what?
What if it knows me better than I know myself?
Well, then that's your job to figure out yourself. But it can help you.
Eventually.
Like, okay, so, like, let's be honest, though. ChatGPT, a lot of this is just like social media. We can choose how we let it affect us. Social media, we can choose like how we receive stuff, who we follow, how we have it in our environment.
Oh, yeah.
ChatGPT can be used for bad, but it also can be used for a lot of good stuff.
I've just never used it.
I know. I just gave you 10. She literally didn't believe me about how smart it is. And I said, homegirl, it is smart. And so she said, give me top motivational songs that are like relevant. And then it popped out all these songs. And she's like, I haven't even heard of that one. Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Megan.
But yeah, I mean, but again, I think ChatGPT is just like everything else. Like you have to use it in a positive way, in a way that will support your life. Like it doesn't have to overcome your life. It doesn't have to be this dramatic thing. Like it can be super helpful and positive.
It could replace you.
And you just said it's going to be smarter than you and know you better than you. So like, let it replace you.
No. It could replace you for me.
Wait, excuse me?
Exactly.
Wait, so you don't need me as your friend anymore?
If that's working really, really hard, what if it replaces me for you?
You think I'm just going to sit on my computer and be like, you're my best friend?
You might.
So now you think I'm a weirdo. I'm just going to sit and be like, ChatGPT is my best friend. ChatGPT can't eat Cheez-Its.
Yet. The power of yet.
I mean, the power of yet. You're right.
I saw something the other day where they were talking about having AIs carry babies. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah, so women can just continue to go to work. They don't even have to carry their babies anymore. They're thinking that technology will be ready in 6 years.
How does that work?
Exactly. How does that work?
Well, this right here, what I'm showing you, is just pulling from the internet. It's not creating a baby.
I'm scared.
We need to suck it up. There's nothing to be. We are trying to be fearless, not more scared. What are you scared about? This is going to help you. Anyways, use it at your own discretion.
Scared. Have you watched Inside Out 2 yet?
No.
You need to.
I know. It's on my to-do list.
You need to. I cried. They introduced anxiety. I was like, same.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And there's boredom. I think his name's Henri.
I don't know.
He was very cool.
He was cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Just bored with everything in life. He's like, nah. Nah.
I'm excited to watch it.
Me too.
It's on my list. We're going to watch it. I just haven't gotten a chance to yet. Anyways, do you want to share more with my turnip squad here?
Yeah.
More about you?
Oh,
I didn't even. I was just like, this is my best friend, and now let's talk about Cheez-Its.
that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
No, that's not all that matters. Like, I mean, you don't have to be like.
How do you? Yeah. Well,
What?
no, I'm about to put you on the spot, so be very careful.
Okay.
So when people ask you about your best friend, like, how do you describe me?
Oh.
That started with a laugh. See? You see what I mean? Like, how do you describe me? And don't flip the question and say, well, how do you describe me? I asked you first.
Well, now I don't even know.
See?
But I probably
That's
say.
how I feel when people are like, tell me about yourself.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want
Do
to
you
ask that
want
question.
the whole story?
Isn't that
Where do
annoying?
you want me to start?
Like, what
Do you just want the positive?
Okay, so why don't I just ask you fun, random questions instead of like, tell me more about yourself? You know, like, because no, you don't want to answer that question.
No, I don't.
And also, every time you ask someone, what's the most
That's an
interesting?
interview.
And also the
Hire me because there's an opening.
but also when people say like, oh, tell me something interesting about yourself, like almost 99% of people say there's nothing interesting about me.
Yeah.
So I start asking people like, tell me the like most basic thing about you.
I brush my teeth every morning
I'm very proud of you.
and every night,
Look at that.
and I floss 3 times a day.
That is very impressive.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does your dentist tell you to do that?
He loves me.
I mean, send your daughter to our Pretty Powerful Girl program because we'll teach them good dental hygiene.
Yeah.
Well, I won't, but Devin will. What a great answer to that. No, but I think when people introduce, like when they ask me about you, I'm just like, she's the nicest, funnest human with the biggest heart. That's pretty what I said.
That's probably what you say.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's like what I said. I mean, I know that's not like groundbreaking, but like,
I think it is.
you think it is?
That's deep.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very serious about my friendship choosing. So like, I wouldn't.
Oh, I know.
I wouldn't choose you if you didn't add value to my life.
I still can't believe that we've been friends as long as we have.
Yeah. And don't ask me how long. I don't know. But yeah, sure. Anyways, are you going to introduce yourself to my friends, to my community?
I thought you were going to ask me questions.
Oh yeah. Okay. I didn't come prepared for this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I brush my teeth.
Okay, so you brush your
That's
teeth.
great.
If you could give one 10-year-old girl a piece of advice, what would it be?
Well, I feel like everyone always says be yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't even know what that means.
Mm.
Because I think that we all kind of morph depending on who we're around. Like,
Yeah.
it's undeniable. Everyone does it. So if I had to give advice to a 10-year-old girl,
Mm-hmm.
the biggest piece of advice. So I learned the 5 rule. Have you heard the 5 rule? I didn't-
Second rule?
No, the 5.
No.
It's just the 5 rule.
No.
I didn't learn this until I was in college. And one of my mentors in college, it was this whole thing. this whole situation that we're not going to talk about.
Okay.
But she asked me, she said, will this affect you in 5 seconds? And I was like, absolutely. Will this affect you in 5 minutes, 5 months, 5 years? If it's not going to affect you in 5 months or 5 years, that's not really a big deal.
Look at that mic drop of the moment.
So that's my biggest takeaway. Because when you're younger, I mean, everything affects you. And I think as adults, like, we look at situations that are shared with us sometimes and we're like, it's not a big deal. But it could be a really big deal for her in the moment.
Yeah.
But 5 months from now, you'll probably have other friends.
Yeah.
5 years from now, you're definitely going to be in a different place.
So true.
So
that's a good piece of advice.
The 5 rule.
I like
very
that.
early on.
That's a good rule. And I think it's really important what you just said, because especially when it comes to social media, I hear so many like parents that are like, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. And it's like, social media is like their whole world.
Yes.
When they're getting a phone and getting on social media, like that is their whole world. Like, so to tell them like, oh, it's not a big deal. Like actually it in their life, in their little brains, that's like the biggest deal ever.
And I don't have any kids, but I would, again, that 5 rule is so important because what they post now is going to come back in 5 years and in 5 months. So I would also teach it through the lens of social media. Do you want to have that come back?
That's good.
Because we can act maliciously on social media. It's very easy to do because you're behind a screen.
Yeah.
But if that's not the reflection of who you actually are or want to be, you probably shouldn't go there.
So let's take a little pause, a little break here. Then, like, if moms are listening and you do have little ones in your life, like the 5 rule would be something for you to use and teach and help them with, like, right now, today. And let's also be honest, like, we also need this as adults. Like, I asked you about a 10-year-old, but like the same advice you just gave is good advice for me. Like the 5 rule. That's so good.
Well, when I've seen stuff on social media that like really ticks me off, even if it's something that I didn't post, but it's a comment made under someone else's post, you take 5 minutes, you write down all of your feelings in your notes section, and then you take 5 deep breaths as you delete it.
Look at you with all these 5s.
It's 5.
The best tips.
5.
That's a good one.
Just the 5 rule.
Just the 5 rule. I like that a lot. I feel like now our podcast can be done. Like, we got tips, we got a little laugh, like all the things. Like, what else do you want from us? No, but I mean, and we can be done because we want to keep these short and sweet to the point so that way humans can like get on with their lives. But I do think that's like, if you can turn up one thing today, it's using that 5 method, I think, is our big takeaway now. We came here with that intention of sharing that, of like, this was all planned.
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly. I hope you know more about me now.
Okay, but you said you didn't have kids, but you do have a child, and he's crying right now.
Yeah. I love my dog.
100-pound German Shepherd.
I do. He's great. He's up there taking deep breaths.
Yeah.
Like he's been up there for 5 hours.
And anything else you want to share with us? I mean, okay, so Devin will be a regular on the podcast because if you don't know, her and I have co-founded the Pretty Powerful Girl program, which is we have a virtual program with quarterly empowerment boxes that come with fun challenges and stuff, and support for moms. And then we also have our live in-person events that are local here where we are, we do our self-love soiree. We can't really share anything else, but we have 2 other events planned.
I'm so excited.
I almost was about to say like what they are, but like I love that we are like we have long to-do list, but like we literally have our events for next year like planned already.
Yeah, they're done. Like they're completely done. Our spaces are reserved. It's great.
It's so wonderful. We're so excited. So we were friends. We became friends through the health and fitness world.
Yes.
And then I don't really know. I think one time I was like, Devin, I have this idea. And you were like, I'm on board. Let's do that. And now it's been 2 years since we started the Pretty Powerful Girl program.
We just keep doing it.
We just keep doing it. But we keep growing and having different ideas and shifting and changing based on like what people need, which is a lot of fun.
Yes.
So I don't know, get you a Devin. That's how I feel. I feel like people need a Devin in their life. Not mine. You can't have mine. But like, well, she has other friends that I allow. You know, there's like a couple that I'm like, okay, you can be friends with them. But like, no more. You're not allowed to have any more friends. I need you all to. No, that sounds very controlling. Don't have a friend like that if you're listening. Do not choose a friend that's like, you can only be my friend. That's terrible. I'm joking.
Weird.
I'm joking. But yeah, so no, I just think that it's really cool how our friendship has evolved. And I just think it's really cool and I appreciate that.
I mean,
The
even
goals-
outside of business, though. Like,
Yeah.
just life.
Well, yeah, we do all life,
All the friend stuff.
all the friend stuff. But also it's hard to find friends that want to do friend stuff and also who are supportive of like your crazy goals and dreams and all the things.
Oh, yes.
That are like,
No, I
I'll jump
agree
on
with that.
board and like support that. Most of the time, if someone shares that they're going to start a new business or do something, like their friends are the first ones who are like, yeah, I'm not going to help with that. I'm not interested. Oh my God, I can't believe she's doing that.
Yes.
You know? So I just, yeah. You're 1 in a million. Look at that. I'm taking it way too far. This is getting awkward. Okay. Your head is getting too big now.
It is. It's getting a little big.
But anyways, the point is that we'll be back for regular friend talk. And I didn't even play on the whole turn up playlist vibe.
No.
I didn't do any of that. Okay, so let's end it with this. What is your turn up song? Like what's the one song you go to that's like your hype song if you have to get motivated and energized, you're like, that's the one.
Oh, crap.
You don't have one?
I don't.
What?
I don't.
Have I not taught you anything?
No, listen, all of the music, but you also know how my brain works.
Yeah.
My brain shifts. So I could be in the best mood ever, and she will walk into my house, and there will be like classical music playing in the background.
Yeah.
Or I could have like a really sad song on and be in a great mood. And I'm inspired.
Okay, so this was the wrong question to ask.
That
you.
was. Because I was just thinking like,
Okay, what are you turning up for yourself recently? Like, what are the thoughts or the things that you're doing for yourself to help you turn up to be the best version of you?
self-care.
Ooh, what's your favorite thing to do for self-care?
I go and get a facial once a month.
Shout out to our girls.
I love her so much. I also have allowed myself like 10 minutes to just like be, because I feel like my to-do list is so long and there's always 500 things to do.
Yeah.
So just like 10 minutes to exist.
I like that. 10 minutes to exist.
Yeah.
Well, that was good. Thank you for sharing, Devin.
You're welcome.
And yeah, so I guess we will wrap it up now. And if you are, so again, full transparency, like we co-created the Pretty Powerful Girl program, but Devin is the guru with all things kids and girls and mindsets and child development and all the things, like multiple degrees and all of this stuff that blows my mind of all the things she knows. So if you are someone that's like, oh my gosh, I have a daughter and she needs to have some sort of mentorship or support or involvement with a community that would provide her tips and resources and all the things, and like Devin is your homegirl, and we would love to chat with you about the Pretty Powerful Girl program. So
Absolutely.
there is that. So turn up this week the volume on your what is it called? The 5 method? The 5
rule.
The 5 rule, and go live your best life. Turn it up. Bye, friends.
Bye.
I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna